What's up everyone? In this video, I show you the top ways how not to use ChatGPT for marketing. And if you do not want it to steal your dog, please make sure that you like and subscribe to this channel. And let's go ahead and jump into this full video.
Please like and subscribe to the channel.
All right, welcome back. Let's go ahead and jump into how not to use ChatGPT for marketing. So number one is don't ask for marketing strategy recommendations. So I have this prompt here, what are the best marketing strategies for local businesses? And at first glance, it may seem like this is something to ask. I know I've actually asked this question multiple times in ChatGPT myself for some of the businesses and clients I'm working with. But you got to remember that there is a cutoff date if you're using ChatGPT 3.5 and not the GPT-4. So when you look at the results here, local SEO, online directories, targeted local advertising, content marketing, some of this is good, but in terms of like a specific marketing strategy for like a local roofing company, because it doesn't have access to live internet data, you can kind of get some skewed results. And a lot of this is just kind of basic overview information, so it doesn't really give you in-depth information. One of the things I would recommend is being super detailed in the prompt. So even though this is a how not to use ChatGPT for marketing, you can still do this kind of information, but just be aware that it will potentially have some skewed results, and you want to try to use that with other marketing tools like Ahrefs or SEMrush for detailed like live traffic data, people going to site, that kind of thing, what people are searching for, because ChatGPT can hallucinate and sometimes give the wrong information. And number two is don't let ChatGPT organize like PPC campaigns like Google Ads, Facebook, or Instagram, because it can, give you the wrong information, and it won't be the right content that you need when you should be using like Ahrefs or SEMrush or another tool to really dial in that keyword data. So I typed in what ad group should I create for a Google Ads campaign for a chiropractor. So you have chiropractor services, pain relief, sports injury treatment, posture correction. So yeah, some of these are good, but this is just looking at historical data. So again, using a tool like Ahrefs or SEMrush or Ubersuggest from Neil Patel will give you more real live data that you can use to really customize it. So ChatGPT is a great starting point to come up with ideas on the services for like a Google Ads campaign, but it's definitely not something you should just copy and paste right into the PPC platform. And number three is do not use it for keyword research. So I already kind of just talked about it. Use a tool like Ahrefs or SEMrush, but like here's an example, do keyword research for me for custom framing. So here's some keyword suggestions. So, and it gives you 20 different options. So, these are important to look at. And even this, it tells you now, use a tool like Google Keyword Planner to be able to look at the specific insights and the data. So I would recommend the same. You can use Google Keyword Planner, you can use Ahrefs, SEMrush. Definitely use that. I mean, you can come up with a lot of ideas, but I would recommend using Ahrefs, SEMrush. Take that data and then input it into ChatGPT to like come up with copy ideas and copy suggestions. And number four is don't use ChatGPT for web development. At the very early start, ChatGPT actually was really good with like software development and software engineering. I even released a few videos on using ChatGPT for coding. But recently and the last few months, it has been kind of taking a dive in quality and output. So like here's me asking generate a code, JavaScript code for an ROI calculator. And some of these, are good. And you can kind of really get it to do a better output with the prompt engineering. So the more specific that you can be in the prompt, usually the better the output. In some cases, this is like just an alert, that comes up in the browser that's like, oh, here's the result. But, to make it look better and have it actually on a page, it needs a lot more refinement. So that's where it ultimately comes down to doing the right prompt engineering. And number 5 is don't use it for reporting and analytics. If you're using it for like analyzing the reporting and the like analytics that has been done on another platform, that's good. There's situations where I'll take data from like Google ads or Facebook or Instagram ads and TikTok ads, YouTube even, and I'll throw it in here and be like, what kind of recommendations would you recommend based on this data? And Chat GPT can, make some recommendations. But just because I am an expert in this field of digital marketing, I kind of know what to look for. If I was not someone who knew what they were doing, and just taking this output as face value, that could be really negative. You're going to get some skewed insights from that analytics, which is not what you want. You want to use ChatGPT the right way. So I would say just be careful on using it for the reporting and analytics. And finally, number 6 is do not use ChatGPT to run competitor analysis or even like doing SWOT analysis. So I asked it to run a SWOT analysis for Apple. So, for those not familiar, a SWOT is strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats. So the reason why not to recommend this is because in most cases, you really want to understand your strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats really well, and not rely on ChatGPT to come out with that output, because in a lot of situations, it doesn't know your business. It's just responding to very vague data. Now, what you can do to actually make this more effective is you can add in, hey, create a SWOT analysis for my company with these bullet points of strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats. And then it will actually input that better. So there are these 6 ways not to use ChatGPT for marketing. But as you can kind of see, it's not using it at face value. It ultimately comes down to writing the right prompts and giving it very, very specific information. ChatGPT is a really super powerful tool if you know how to ask the right questions. And it's the same thing as being a service provider to businesses. You have to know how to ask the right questions. So if this video is valuable, give it a like, a thumbs up. And if you have questions, drop it in the comment section down below. Thank you so much for tuning in. Remember to like and smash that subscribe button to support me in producing more awesome videos like this. And thank you for tuning in. Remember to keep moving forward, and I will catch you next time. Bye-bye.